Get free Rise Points, gift cards, and much more.
And make sure to use the code MONK to receive an extra 50 points. Alright, what's up? What the fuck? My Skype call. Alright, well, whatever. I don't even know. What's up? What's going on, guys? CaptainMonk here. In today's game, playing some Kha'Zix in the jungle. Death Blossom on 6.8. Let's go out here and grab ourselves a Hunter's Talisman, the refillable potion, and a warning trinket, and head on to the jungle. And I think we should be able to get our Q here, but just in case we get caught, because you never know, things can go wrong, and we don't actually have our mid lane guarding just yet, so I won't get an ability, but chances are we'll get our Q here level 1, because taking out the Gromp, the isolation damage will give us a faster and probably a safer clear compared to getting W, but I'm going to be hesitant and a little bit careful here as I walk through, just to make sure, because like I said, our mid lane's not here guarding just yet. But normally you'd send your mid lane here to guard, but yeah, no one's here, so we're fine. So I think for the time being, just to stay safe in case a Morg Bind comes out of nowhere, I won't get an ability, because that still is a thing, but yeah, we'll get our Q here pretty soon. But of course, as always, guys, if you want to show your support towards the channel, make sure to drop that like rating. It helps out a ton. And of course, if you don't like the video, you can drop a dislike. That also helps, though, believe it or not. And let's go and get our Q here. I don't think anything's going to go wrong. And in fact, speaking of going wrong, I'm actually here a little bit late. But you know what? Letting our Thresh tank a few hits isn't the worst thing in the world. I'll tank the rest of it. Thank you, sir. And with him having the Relic Shield, is that what it's called? Yeah, Relic Shield. He should be able to heal up a little bit off of that early on and be fine. So all good in the hood. Let's go ahead here and take out ourselves the blue buff. And in fact, I'll take out the little ones here first. Just get the isolation damage for us. I don't really know whether or not this is beneficial or not, but I'm pretty sure it actually, in fact, is by a small margin. So we'll go ahead and do that because every little bit counts. But I may be wrong about that. But I know for sure once you evolve the Q at level 6, you definitely want to isolate every single camp that you possibly can, because that bonus damage is huge. As you can see, if you hover over here, 91 plus 24 is when it's isolated now, whereas level 6, oh, hold on, what the fuck? Alright, well, Graves missed his Q. I'll go ahead and just do that and slow him out and heal myself. Actually, I'm not going to heal myself. Alright, and I'll just walk away. So yeah, that was, like, annoying and kind of random, but it's fine. Like, I didn't have to use Splash, I just walk away. So that's fine. But I don't think he used anything either. Except for he's probably going to take my wolves or something like that. But yeah, I don't really care if he takes my wolves. But alright, look at the teams though, by the way. Let's go ahead and just start walking as soon as I start finish healing. Alright, so yeah, we have Nola Nerd playing as our Jhin 80 carry. We've got Harrison 95 playing that Psy on top. Yours truly on that Kha'Zix jungle. Games with James playing that Thresh support. And last but not least is Little Drake. I'm playing that Kennen mid actually. I didn't think that was Kennen at first because that splash is different, but I guess they changed that. Against the Rise top, Morgana support, Vayne 80 carry, Graves jungle as you saw earlier, and lastly is the Akali in the mid lane. So let's go ahead here and just start taking out the little ones and go from there. And because we went back to base, we did actually manage to refill our refillable potion a little bit. And I probably should have bought items actually while I was back in base, but I normally don't have that sort of back happen, so I never normally get things in that scenario because it just doesn't happen. But we should be fine just like this, yeah. Like, we still have a decent amount of sustain. We have one more refill potion left. Yeah, like, it's not a big deal. Looks like Harrison did go down, actually, top lane. And there's a fat wave here, and Rise, yeah, he's just going to back right the fuck off. And actually, Harrison's going to TP in, so I'm not going to be able to benefit off that one. But that's okay. One thing you saw me do there just now, though, onto the Krugs, that is a newer thing with Kha'Zix. There have been some buffs and some little minor changes to him as of somewhat recently. That change that I'm just showcasing a little bit there was they made it so that after you're leaping, or during the leap, actually, I should say, you can actually cast your W and your ultimate, but not both. Like, pick one of the two. If you can see there, right as I'm landing, my Void Spike actually comes out. It's not like it used to be back for those of you who played back in like Season 2 and Season 3, back when Kha'Zix was still a newer champion to the game. At the time, he was able to actually like jump and use his Void Spikes. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Void Spikes. He was able to use those while leaping, whereas now you can use them as you're landing. So if you want to cast that as you're landing, you can kind of use it as your mid-leap. As you see, I just did there once again. And that's pretty good for like jungle clearing and stuff. As far as fighting goes, I normally don't remember to use it. In most cases, it just doesn't make sense to use it, but you can use it if you choose to. I just prefer not to in most cases. So I'm going to go ahead here and just keep clearing. I kind of want to gank mid here, actually, because it's pretty pushed up. But up until this point, hasn't really been in a position where I can gank it. Yeah, top lane, you saw how Owl went. He died, and then the wave was in a bad spot. Bot lane's also looking pretty gankable, but let's just focus on mid for the time being. I'm coming in. Akali is pretty vulnerable to ganks, so we'll see what we can do here. Hop on in, get some nice damage done. That's passive hit, and yeah, she's just going to go underneath her shroud and get out. And I'm going to take an extra tower shot, but you know what? I do believe that she is low enough that we should be able to shove this in and make her miss quite a lot. But we'll see, because I don't know. She is sticking around. So it makes things a little bit more difficult. Let's see. The Raptors are here. I'm kind of wondering if Graves is around. He doesn't seem like he is. Alright, let's take these. The red buff should take out the little ones. Alright, cool. And I'm going to just take that, the smite. Alright, yeah, it's not looking like anything is really happening mid. I'm just kind of keeping my eye out for Graves, because I want to be wherever he is to kind of counter gank him. And I'm also trying to mirror where he goes a little bit as well, because I do believe if I mirror him in a 1v1 scenario, I think I might have the edge, but not a huge edge by any means. But I am Kha'Zix. If I get into a 1v1 scenario and isolation damage is a factor, I do by all means have the edge. And it looks like Sion's going to just ulti out of that one, because he does not want anything to do with Graves. And actually, Graves is only level 3 with 11 minions. I mean, I'm got 20, and I'm level 4, almost 5. So I don't know what he's been up doing all this time while I've been farming. I guess just not being productive, I guess. But I think while he's topside, I'll get the Scuttle Crab here real quick. And then probably just back off. I'm getting pretty low on stats, as you can tell, but I still like to make the most of my clears by making sure I'm safe about it, but still getting a lot of shit done, even if I am low health. And of course, that isolated Q is going to do a decent amount of damage to the Scuttle Crab. In fact, I'm just going to smite this. I want this done sooner rather than later. And we'll go back to base. And we can't really see the recall that well because we're in the brush, but this recall is pretty cool with this skin. I do like it a lot. I wouldn't say this is my favorite skin for Kha'Zix. I would say it's probably my second. I do like Mecha better, because Mecha just means it's classic. It's really what it comes down to. As far as jungle item goes, guys, get really whatever the hell you want. They're all good. It's just a matter of preference, and my preference is, without a doubt, going to be the green one, because you guys know me. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you know I think vision is the #1 priority. If you can get vision, you can control the engagement, you can control the fight. If you control the fight, you're probably going to win it. And if you don't win it when you control it, well, then you miscalculated something. So, yeah, being aware of your surroundings and all that, I think is huge. And, of course, you can always just go with something else like the blue smite or the red one for extra combat stats, but I just don't find myself needing those. We have plenty of damage because we're Kha'Zix, I mean, we're an assassin, so I just don't find myself needing the red one. The damage reduction does come in handy, though, but it's still not as good for me, at least, as the green one. And yeah, the blue one's good too, but you already have slow in your W. So yeah, again, I just don't find it necessary. So yeah, go ahead and set this up for an isolation. And because we have a cannon mid, I actually can go with taking the blue west myself and not having to hand them off. So that's also nice. Go ahead and pop that refill potion. And also, yeah, we can probably just finish this off. I was considering smiting it, but decided otherwise. Let's go ahead and involve our Q here, though. And actually, while we're in the area, may as well get the Gromp as well. Alright. Yeah, with this upgraded Q, though, you can see our isolation damage goes up quite substantially, and the AD ratio on it is pretty amazing. So early on, it's pretty damn good, but, you know, it's not going to feel amazing until you have a lot of AD, at which point it gets to be ridiculous. Ridiculous damage. You see the ratio there. We have, what is this, 25 bonus AD? You can see that's 66 extra from that ratio. And I'm not sure whether it's a bonus AD ratio or if it's a total AD ratio. It's one of the two, though, but it's definitely very strong either way. So we'll go ahead and get ourselves the Raptors here. See how easy that is once you isolate the big one. Definitely clear out those little ones first. And same thing here. But once we clear out this red buff, I do think it would be a good idea for us to start trying to gank a little bit more. I want to be helping bot lane a bit better, but the thing is with Kha'Zix early game is ganking bot lane is just not something you want to be doing. You can do it, of course. It's doable. It's just it's not really that reliable of a source of success, I guess, if that makes sense. Like, just normally when I go bot lane as Kha'Zix, it just doesn't go well because I don't have the ability to isolate targets very easily. You know, there's a lot of people there. I'm squishy. My damage is relied on isolation and all that. It doesn't normally go well. But Rise is pretty overextended on his own here. I think with Sign on myself, we should have the ability to take this guy out. I missed my Void Spike there, but that's not going to matter. I don't know whether Rise had Flash or not, but I had mine available just in case if I need to pursue him. But yeah, my Scion and mine's engaged. It's just too good for him to handle. So we'll go ahead and clear out the wave, push this to a turret, make Rise miss as much as possible. And while we're here, Kennen isn't really with us. This makes this a little bit more risky than I'd like. But I think we can get some pressure into their jungle here. Just by walking up and getting some wards down. Let's see, is the wolves here? The wolves are here. I will take these out. And actually the TP is going up top lane. I'll take out one of the little ones. But I kind of want to isolate this, but yeah, that's just not going to work for us. I see a Kali there, but I don't really see... Oh, I thought I could steal it. Alright, let's get that last ward there. And actually Rise is here. Yeah, I'm just going to do some sort of a loop-de-loop. I should be able to walk out, because he's slowed. Oh, but he's got his ult on. Oh no, he didn't get his W on, though. Alright, that works for me. See you later, Rise. The thing is with that is he actually got the channel for his Rim Prison most of the way done, but because I turned that corner, he didn't have vision around the side of the corner, so that allowed me to actually avoid a lot of damage output because the channel for his Rim Prison got cancelled early. So that works out very nicely for me. It wasn't exactly planned. I was just trying to get away. But that definitely works on my favor. And I saw Graves take out the Rift Skeller as well, so that's something. He's taking the blue buff now. I might be able to steal us right under his nose. We will see. We will see. I'm kind of just going to sit here and wait for it to get low, then I'll probably just pop on in and take it. That's what I'm thinking the plan is. Yeah, he went for the blue buff. I'll just take his life instead. Alright, and can you die? There we go. I flashed because I saw the smoke screen come out and I was just like, this guy might be able to kite me out. Let's just be safe rather than sorry. Flash last auto attack. And I don't know where Rise is, so I'm going to take the safe path over this way because I know there's vision here. It might take me a few extra seconds to get that leap off, but it's still safer. And uh-oh, I am probably dead. Unless Kennen can save me. Kennen can save me. In fact, he might just get the kill here under Rise, but I gotta keep sure. I'm safe. Alright, cool. Can I get from Macaulay, who's completely oblivious to all this for who knows what reason? You should be more aware of the map there, friend. She could have easily taken me out, provided she was paying attention, but she failed to do so, so that works out in my favor. And I'll go wait for those ones to die from the AoE from my jungle item. And alright, get ourselves the Raptors again. So not too bad. That could a lot of little mistakes there that I made, I think, but overall still able to take the lead because they're making more mistakes. And that's really what League is all about. The team that makes the least mistakes is going to win. And looks like Sion's ulting probably bot lane, I assume. Yep, there he is on the minimap. And yeah, I've kind of abandoned my bot lane. But once I get a little bit stronger, probably after my next back, I'll probably start helping bot lane a little bit. Because like I said, from my experience, just ganking bot lane doesn't normally go well. From my experience, the best way to play the early game with Kha'Zix is to focus on invading and shutting down your opponent jungler by mirroring their movements and just being where they are at the same time and then just fighting them 1v1 when their opponents aren't around. And ganking the solo lanes, because in solo lane scenarios, if it's a 2v1, you're just probably going to get a really good fight going for yourselves. And that's what you get out of here. I was hoping to get that ward before I went back, but that's not going to happen. So we'll just back off here. Lost a few teammates, but nothing our team can't handle, because Sion's still very healthy and has the wave clear to probably hold off this wave at least a little bit. Yeah, that bark at the minion thing is definitely going to help. Let's get ourselves this item, though. And also work towards our Death's Dance with an extra Caulfield's Warhammer. I do like the Death's Dance as my second item when I'm playing Kha'Zix right now. It's just really, really good on him, honestly, because if it just gives you a lot of cooldown reduction with that 10% bonus there, and extra damage, and extra sustain and all that, I just find it really effective for my play of Kha'Zix. You guys might have a different experience with him, and it looks like Kali is going to go down the end here. All these people are really low, but I don't think I actually can do much about that. But what I can do is I can flank them here. Thresh's on the side. I'm going to try this. We'll see how well this goes. Gonna slow down to Morgana. I know she has that spell shield, and there's still 3 of them here, so this is probably not gonna go over well. Yeah, and he's missed the hook. If he hit the hook on somebody who wasn't spell shielded, that could have gone well, but yeah, even then. I almost got Morgana. Not quite. I forced a lot of cooldowns, though, and I used my ult, but, you know, that's a small price to pay. It's not a long cooldown, and the spell, like, it's not like it's a bad spell. It's just it's not that high of an impact spell, so not having it isn't gonna change much, so we'll be okay. Looks like Vayne's back here, though. A nice hook coming in, actually. I'm on the way. She's gonna get snared up. Yeah, I don't think I can do much, though. I can come around the side, but by the time I come around the side and they see me, they're just gonna go to turret, and that's just not gonna work in our favor. So let's just back off here, not force something that's not there, and just keep farming. But if something does present itself, I will be there. Believe me, I will, because I'll be watching bot lane now, going forward, because I know I could be a factor down there. I see a Kali's actually on the way over here as well. I could actually 1v1 her, but I don't know if I want to, necessarily. Yeah, I think I'd much rather just take out the Rift Skeller. Now, is she in this brush? She totally is. Alright, she has a lot of damage, but I have Thresh with me. If we hit the hook, ooh, nice hook. Well done. I'll just hit the W on the Rifts on the spikes. Yeah, there we go. Hand that kill off. I'm not going to get greedy and try and get in range to get that last hit. I'll let Jhin get that last hit just to make sure that I'm safe, while also getting our AD carry fed. A little bit of both. Best of both worlds. Get ourselves these little wolves out of the way, get the big one. Alright. And we have our smite available, so we may as well get ourselves the red buff. I think before my next gank, though, I do... Ooh, hold on. Is Kennen going to get this? He is going to get it, but he's going to die to turret hits, it looks like. That's rough. But you know what? He's still got the kill, so props there. Shutting down Graves even further. And let's get ourselves this red buff. Our smite is actually down next. I used it on the Raptors, because I do like that vision buff it provides. Lets you know if a ward sees you. And you can see, like, our sustain isn't too bad. Because of the jungle item, gives us an extra lifesteal, not to mention our W heal. It's pretty strong. I didn't really mention this actually yet, but our skill distribution, Q, W, E, that's standard for Kha'Zix. I don't think there's really any reason for you to improvise away from that. Or I shouldn't say improvise, innovate away from that. It's the way to go, for sure. Especially with the cooldown changes they did to Kha'Zix. They made his Q and his W shorter cooldown. At least I think those are the only changes for that. I might be wrong, though. And actually, Ryze is pretty low. I'm coming over. Let's just dive this guy. Sion's got ult. If he tanks, this guy's done. So I'll make sure Sion's tanking. Okay, there you go. He's tanking. I'm coming in. Let's go. Actually, he lived. Okay, hold on. I mean, I think Ryze is just going to leave, but if he sticks around for... Even to sit in that brush there. Nah, he didn't stick around there. Okay, I'll just leave then. Ryze gets away by the by the skin of his teeth. My mistake there. And hold on, hello. I do not want to deal with you, but I will kill you. I think. Yes, I will. All right. Am I gonna live? Ignite. I am gonna go down. Tough break. Tough break. I thought by some chance. Oh, nice. Barking at Ryze apparently kills him. And nice. All right. Yeah, Kali does a lot of damage. Doesn't matter if I'm Kha'Zix and I have some of the best dueling in the game, 1v1. She just does a lot of damage, so she is going to stand a chance against me in that one. But when I level up here, or not when I level up, when I respawn here, I will evolve my wings, because I'll give you those resets, which are so strong. And also work towards that Death's Dance. Let's get the pickaxe and the longsword. I was considering getting the lifesteal, but honestly, the sustain it's a smaller part of why you get this item rather than just this brute force damage it provides. The damage is so good. So yeah, let's head back onto the map here, guys. And actually, before I do, I should probably fix this real quick. Since my last back, I wasn't level 9, but now that I'm past level 9, I get to ourselves the Oracle's Lens, which is what I recommend you guys do once you hit level 9 or higher, is get that Oracle's Lens. It's really good. Wait. Sorry, not Sweeping Lens. This one, Oracle Alteration. This one's worth getting. The other ones, for junglers at least, like I wouldn't recommend it. They're okay. And that's the kind of noise I'm making. It's just, it's okay. I wouldn't recommend it, but... Even though I went with the Warning Smite, I still think that when you have the Warning one, you still want to have the Warning Trinket for the early game. I just find that that's definitely the way to go. And if you don't go with the Warning Smite, it might even make sense to keep your Warning Trinket later on to the game, depending upon how much vision your team is placing. There's a lot of situational stuff with the jungle items, and it's hard to really break it down to a system, but I try to figure out a system. At the end of the day, a lot of the little things don't really matter that much. And it looks like Ryze is around. Are the wolves up? The wolves are not up. He's being pretty confident, so yeah, he's got friends. But so do I. The question is, who's got better friends? I'm going to bet I do, because like Kennan's got his ult going. Come on, Ryze. Man, he's fast. Jeez. Come here, Ryze. That will run out eventually. And I have another W here in a second. Can we hit him? We can. Get the ward down. Alright, well, he's dead anyways. It looks like Vayne's on the side. Let's pop a few potions here and see if we can keep up. Yeah, we can. See you later. That's the isolation damage I'm talking about. When you build enough AD, you can just one combo people like that. It's pretty great. Let's see. I saw Graves in the jungle here, but I don't know where he went off to. The Raptor is going to reset here, though. Let's go ahead and grab that as soon as that resets. My team could use me mid, but I could use me some Raptor love. So let's go ahead and get that real quick. Get rid of this ward. Now let's see, what else can we do? Is there another ward in here? Oh, hello. I don't really want to fight him because my teammates aren't right with me, and I know Kali's right there, so I'm just going to back out. But I got some free damage on him, so that's not too bad. Is there a ward here? There is. I'll clear that out. Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on my mini-map, seeing how the fight's go and all that, while simultaneously farming stuff to keep myself sustained. I mean, it's looking like our team should have the siege here under control. Yeah, the question isn't is this under control? It's can I come in and get kills? Alright, got ourselves one pick. Who else can we get? I'm thinking Morgana should be killable. Oh shit, I can't see. If I can't see, it's kind of hard to snipe somebody with the leap and all that. Okay, Graves getting nice and low. Are the wolves here? The wolves are here. Nice thing to sustain off of. I'll get a smite down so I can make sure there's no flank from the blue side jungle. Get ourselves that, and let's see. Looks like we got ourselves the turret, but nothing else seems to be happening with that. I mean, we could push on the inhibitor, but their team is probably mostly respawned by now. We haven't gone back in a while. They probably have more stats than us, so it's probably in our best interest to leave at this point. But if something presents itself, I will happily take advantage of it. Like right here, if Ryze gets caught, I think he's already dead. Yeah, no, I could leap in and try and get the KS, but is it really worth it? I was hoping to try to find her with the sweeping lens, but the thing is, you only can find her. You can't actually target her, which makes using my Q, for example, borderline impossible. In fact, I think it does make it impossible, but I'm not entirely sure about that one. Let's go ahead and stick with the red, though. Smite that for that extra heal as well. Get the little ones, and look at that damage. Alright, see you later. Maybe I'll take more of Graves' camps. At this point, like, this is how I jungle in a lot of cases. I get ahead, and I spend the rest of the game counter-jungling, because if you counter-jungle enough, like, you're going to keep their jungler down indefinitely. And if they want to farm your jungle, like, they can't, because you're winning, you're ahead, and you have all this vision control to make sure they can't leave their side of the map. You just block off all those resources, and next thing you know, because of your sheer superior amount of resources, you win. Like, it's not that simple entirely, because there's little things you gotta make sure you establish before you can do it, but you can kind of see, I slowly but surely just end up not farming my own jungle, and I'm farming other people's jungles instead. If you apply this to your solo queue games, you'll find a lot of success. I can guarantee that, provided you do it correctly. And that's making sure you have the right pressure, you have the right wards, you have the right, build, all that stuff. Like, there's a lot of little things to build up. Let's go and get ourselves that finished death stance, though. And after that, I'm thinking it might make a lot of sense for us to actually get a Hex Drinker, just because of, Kali being problematic alongside Rise. I just think that'd be really good for us. So let's go ahead and work towards that Hex Drinker. And from there, I think our final full build, a lot of people ask me this, I think our final full build this game will probably be the Yuma's Ghostblade afterwards, with the mob being finished, and probably a Dead Man's, just so you have some armor and some HP. I think that'd be good for us. So you can see there, once again, using that W as we're landing. I usually use it about halfway through the leap, and that way it will proc as I'm landing. And basically just boost the damage of my leap. You can see how strong I'm getting at this point. But yeah, the Death Stance can be great for us, though. It's basically Spell Vamp, but for AD champions, which is really good for us, because we have a lot of spells that we want to use for damage. Not to mention our Q is single target, and does a huge burst of damage, so you can imagine the sustain we get from that. Whereas Lifesteal would never proc on that sort of thing. And let's just go ahead and fight you and murder you. I can see where she's going because of this thing. Alright, see you later. Can we ult out? We can. There's another one. And come here. Oh, I won the triple. That's okay. He managed to set up the double, so I'll take the double. Okay. But yeah, Kali just walked into an area she doesn't have vision, and you can see how important vision is in this game that we are playing right here. And that allowed us to take advantage of that. Let's go ahead and go for Vayne next. I don't think they have vision here, but if they do, that would be unpleasant. At this point, I'm just waiting for someone to get Vayne a little bit lower, or at least tank the turret shots. Okay, hello. She's invis. Now she's dead. Just waiting for her to get into a position where I could just combo her. Morgana, same thing. You're exhausting me. That's unfortunate, but come on, Q. Alright, and I shouldn't have flashed it. That was really dumb. I wasn't even low at the slightest, and I flashed thinking I should probably do that, but really wasn't necessary in the slightest. And let's go ahead and just kill you. Oh, nope, never. Oh, I got him anyways. Alright, red buff. I used some other spells there thinking he was going to survive, and actually, well, not survive, but not die by my hand, but in fact, he did die by my hand, so works for me. And hello, Graves. Come here. Alright, yeah, you don't want anything to do with me, and I don't really blame you. I am pretty scary on this Kha'Zix, or Kha'Zix. I've never actually decided which way to pronounce Kha'Zix. Is it Kha'Zix? Is it Kha'Zix? Is it Kha'Zix? You guys be the judge, and wow, that was a really weird void spike. I am really hoping, though, that I get level 60 at some point in this game before the game ends, because I do want to get that evolved spike rack. I do enjoy that quite a lot, and the blue buff is, in fact, here. And you can see, like, I've just decided I'm done fighting for a while, so I'll go ahead and farm their jungle. And if anyone tries to stop me, well, it's time to fight again. That's, like, my system. It sounds fucked, and yet it works. Because now Graves has no resources in his own jungle to take, so he's forced into farming the lanes and shutting down his own teammates. Alright, Rise is on his own. This is actually really risky, because I don't see a majority of their team. I don't see a Kali, I don't see Graves. But I do believe if I can take this guy out quick enough, we should have no problem. Which way are you going to go? Alright, see, there's his team, so I want to leave. Oh my god, I thought that would give me the reset. I was convinced that those two spells there at the very end would take out Rise, and I actually would be able to reset and get out. That was not the case. Not to mention, I was sitting on basically 3k gold, so I wasn't quite as strong as my score presents. So my mistake there. Let's go ahead, actually, and get ourselves... Let's get the Ghostblade. Actually, no, I shouldn't do that. That's a little bit too ham. A little bit too ham. Let's get ourselves the swiftness boots, actually. Because I think that would be good for us. Actually, what, their team doesn't really have slows. Maybe that wouldn't be the best for us. Maybe cooldown boots, actually. Because the thing is, if I go cooldown boots, I don't need Ghost Blade anymore, and I can do something else, like Dust Blade. Ooh, that sounds fun. Actually, let's do that. Alright, so we have our Maw now. And let's get ourselves Dust Blade. Because the build I had in plan, or at least in mind, was I had my runes, so 10% scaling runes right there for CDR, 10% here, 10% here, and another 10% for Ghost Blade would be 40%, right? But I'm thinking if I get cooldown boots instead, now I still have the max CDR, so you'll see this will go up to 40% when I hit level 18. So that'll be good, CDR-wise. But this way I also will get more damage, because I don't really need swiftness. Normally I would get swiftness boots against a team with a lot of slows, but they don't have slows. Like, look at their team. Rise, no slows. Graves, red buff slows. And W, which barely anything. Kali, no CC. Vayne, Condemn, and Morg Bind. Like, there's no slows except for Morgalt, really. So, swiftness boots really isn't necessary this game. Looks like my team already took out Graves without even my help, so good stuff there. I'll take out their red at the speed of sound, apparently. Actually, Jin's bottom too. It's a 3v5 mid, and my team's winning. We're really ahead this game, unfortunately, for them. Let's see, what can we do here? I don't want to be here. Please let me leave. Oh, I didn't get away. Damn, that sucks. Yeah, I think when I killed Morgana, I think she also binded me and then Rune Prison. The combo of that wasn't pleasant. I don't know if it was actually Morgana that hit me though, but something definitely kept me from moving. That was not what I wanted. Luckily though, it doesn't really seem to matter. We did manage to go 4 for 2. Got ourselves the inhib turret and ourselves probably the inhibitor if my team keeps it up like this. And holy crap, Ken does a lot of damage. Let's see. Yeah, I think I will sell this and get ourselves that BF sword towards that Dust Blade. The Dust Blade's a pretty good item for Kha'Zix. It's not something I would normally get, but it gives you extra move speed, so you can roam better, move better, all that stuff, extra damage, and it's really high damage output as well. And of course, Armor Pen, and you can get that Nightfall passive, which is basically a mini Z ult with a few minor changes. But you guys get the concept of how that item works and all that. It's been the game long enough for you to know. And I think once I finish that up, I'll get ourselves Dead Man's Plate. In fact, I probably should have gone Dead Man's Plate sooner. I have plenty of damage as is. I mean, you guys have seen that, the way I've popped Vayne here and there on occasion. But, I mean, we're pretty ahead at this point. I can do this. I just wouldn't recommend doing this. So let's go ahead and get ourselves this blue buff here. Looks like Sion's on the run. I mean, he kind of had to run from that situation. It looked like that a few people were on his back. But Dragon, actually, we haven't taken any dragons. I'm just going to go ahead and solo Dragon because I can. I mean, look at that damage output. It's basically 1,000 per Q. That's a lot of damage. And with that Death's Dance, I'm actually sustained from using abilities. And I'll go and smite that. Quick as can be. I think Kha'Zix has some of the best solo dragon clears in the game. I don't know if there's anybody who can compete with him for that one. I could be wrong though. I am often wrong. But I like to make statements as if I know what I'm talking about. And if someone corrects me, then I stand down. But if I know what I'm talking, if I say something that's not true, and no one corrects me, it's like, all right, cool. No one knows more than I do on this subject, at least. I don't know. It sounds fucking weird, but I think some of you get what I'm saying. If you don't know what you're talking about, it's okay to make an estimization. Just don't stick to your guns if you're making an estimization. Is really what it comes down to. Alright, looks like my team's screwing up bot lane. I really want to get that level 16 for the next fight. So let's go ahead and just take out the Scuttle Crab. Oh, I actually missed our freaking Void Spike, but it doesn't matter. We take it out fast anyways. Get ourselves that Evolved Spike Rack, which will help out our AoE damage massively. It looks like my team's being chased through the jungle, actually. And if their team gets at all separated, of course, you guys know how Kha'Zix is. He likes to pick off the stragglers. Let's go ahead and use our Void Spike there, and hold on. Here goes the engage. Let's kill them all. Come on, please. Gotcha. Double kill. Alright. I probably didn't need to flash there, but I did it anyways. And it looks like that's actually going to surrender here. So that's the game here, guys. Hopefully you guys liked the game today. If you did, make sure to drop that like rating. It helps with the channel so much. And, of course, subscribe for more videos coming out soon. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Actually, don't peace out. Don't peace out yet. I'm going to click continue, and we'll look at the stats for damage output. I'm trying to get in the habit of doing this because I know a lot of people like me doing this. So let's go ahead and do exactly that. So you can see here, Ken, as I expected, did a lot of damage. He was doing a lot of the AoE damage, of course, because he, well, is AoE. Like myself, I'm more focused on one target at a time, so I'm going to do less damage than him, when he's got his ult hitting multiple targets. So typical stuff there. 30,000 damage. Not surprised. But I came in as well, not really close, but I definitely second place there. Rise doing a lot of damage. Not really surprised there. But yeah, that's the stats here. You can see our build here. We were looking towards getting that Desk Blade into the Dead Man's Plate as our build. So yeah, not too bad. Not too bad of stuff there. I don't really know what else to analyze. You guys should give me some suggestions on that, by the way. If you want me to like point out specific stats in the post-game stats, like let me know in the comment section so I know what to look for and what to point out to you guys in the post-game stats. But anyways, this stuff will all be in the description as usual, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.